Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Can't stop me now. Welcome back to another episode here on the Boxing Biz podcast show. Hell of a weekend of fights, excitement, entertainment, craziness, right? And we're going to get into everything, man. We're going to get into all of that. Just want to go ahead and say, make sure you're checking us out on Spotify, iPods, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else where you might get your sound. We are on all audio platforms, and we appreciate the support. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe, like button if you like what you're listening to. And again, thank you for growing the community along with me. All right. So, I guess the thumbnail kind of like speaks a little bit, right, to what we're going to get into, right? This is the wrap-up show, It's crazy. I was hitting the bag today. I haven't hit the bag in so long, man. I was wrapping up my hands, and I'm like, you know what, man? We got to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We got to wrap it up. So apologies for a little 15-minute delay there. I was getting right. And it was fun, man. It was real fun to hit the bag and move around. You can check me out on X, too. Remember, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. We're on X, and we are also on IG and Kick, newly added to the multi-streaming. And again, guys, I'll be trying to be as consistent as possible. You know the deal here with Doomsday. I've been doing this shit for a while, but when I'm on, and I'm on right now. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, hit this like button and share the program. You heard it here first, the original. All right, everybody else is a copy. The original OG right here, champion. All right, so let me get this straight. What are we doing right here with this overlay, right? See my man Jake taking that right hand. And you look at AJ's face, bro, such a focus. He was really in there to punish my man Jake. And the title, as it goes, is Jake Paul is the real deal. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this, right? Because, my man got his jaw broken, all right? Jake Paul, he went in there, got his jaw broken. I don't know what kind of script includes life-threatening or, bones breaking, all right? So all the shenanigans, with the script and this script that, listen, his script just happens to be a lot of fun. Don't get mad. His script is one hell of a ride, to say the very least. And Jake Paul stepped in there with a real live dog monster, right? And we're going to get into this, bro, because credit has to be given. You're talking to the guy, when I seen Jake first come on the scene, I'm like, man, I don't know if this is good. But then it ended up being good. And then he ended up respecting the sport and working on the craft. You got to respect it. Then he goes in there, gets the last minute switch up from Tank to Anthony Joshua. Do you see what I'm talking about here? Tank, Anthony Joshua. Like, it was a whole switch game. I don't care how good you want to look at this. Jake still made it happen. There's always shit going on behind the scenes, conspiracy theory shit, right? But the fact is that my man Tank couldn't make it. Javante got a little trouble, whatever. The females be wilding sometimes, and I know we do too, queens. So, but stepped in Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua gets the call. This is what I'm saying. Give the credit. He called Anthony Joshua. He gave him the opportunity. He saw something. He believed a little, right? That he could possibly maybe do something to Joshua. As we just saw, shit didn't turn out the way he thought it would. But 6 rounds my boy lasted, right? And we're going to talk about this, bro, because remember, he lasted 6 rounds. And you might say, like, nah, he was running. It was like, I see my man Paulie get on there and give it to fucking Jake. I mean, I'm going to put Paulie on right now. That's my boy right there. But he went hamski on Jake. Like, I was even looking at Paulie's whole rant like, damn, Paulie, for real? That's how you feel? This guy was just a straight track star. He didn't do nothing. Paulie was killing him. He was killing him, but he went all those rounds. Damn, I got to shut another dude down from kick. No, I don't want that, champ. Asking me if I want stuff. It's crazy. I can't erase comments from here. That's crazy. Apologies. You know me. I'm solo, Dolomite, man. All my moderators is somewhere in the shadow realm. They never around. But it's okay, though, because I'll take care of these dudes. I'll open up the manager, the creative dashboard manager. There we go. We got to shoot him down. Oh, snap. Was that kick or Twitch? See, I'm too many places. I think that is kick. Yeah, I don't see him in there. Where is he? Okay. All right, we're going to leave you up there. I'll leave you up there, champ. All right, so again, thank you for stopping by and tuning in with us. We're talking Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Is Jake Paul the real deal? For all the people that are still doubting Jake, is he the real deal? I want to hear what you got to say. Jump on the chats. You go ahead, and also I'm going to go ahead and put up the StreamYard link, the Linkovich on all the chats. If you want to come, step into the ring, handle your business for a round or two, I'll put you in the booth. All right, put you in the booth, handle your business. We're talking Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Puts the stamp that he's the real deal. Jake Paul's the real deal, bro. He was bathed with the agonies of combat, broken jaw, the whole 9. Gotta respect it, bro. You got to respect it. Let me see what I got here. I'm gonna put that. Okay, I thought I was gonna be able to pin that, but guess I'm not able to pin it. Let me see. Do I pin it right here? Nah. I must have forgot some of the operations here. But anyway. Yeah, it is showing. So yeah, you see the comment. Excuse me, the link showing. I'm actually gonna take it out. I was trying to pin it, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Looks like StreamYard's having their little nuances. It's a great platform, but they're still working. Yeah, so Jake Paul, bro. Who's that? Railway and Boxing Fan 2000. What's up, champ? Thanks for stopping by. You know what we're doing over here. We talking boxing, man. We handle our business over here in the boxing biz. So step up to the plate, champy. Talk your talk. We're talking Jake Paul. Is he the real deal? Can we say finally, like, yo, he's the real deal? He's a fighter. No more YouTuber. Like, I just don't want to hear no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no more about Jake's the fake. Jake ain't fake. He's the real deal. Went from Gervonta to Anthony Joshua to 6 rounds. Now let me get into this real quick, man, because I'm gonna put these hot coals on your head, bro. I'm gonna put these hot coals on your head so y'all give him a little respect, bro. We talking about a guy that came from a cozy comfort, silk pajamas, into getting in there with a guy like Anthony Joshua, and then lasting. Yeah, you're gonna say, some of y'all gonna say he was running. What you would have done? What you would have done? Sitting on the couch ass dudes. You would have done nothing. You would have done nothing. All right? You would have had AJ hawking you down. Straight up. Straight up. Motherfucker hawked him, bro. Flew down on him. Grabbed the prey by the neck. Dropped him on some mountains. Bro, Jake, bro, he'll never forget what it feels like to get hit by a fucking champ. He got hit with that right hand, bro. And he didn't get knocked out. See, this is where you got to give him credit. Come on, dog. How many guys have we seen Anthony Joshua hit with that righty and out goes the lighties? You know what I'm saying? Out. The dude laughed and hit you with a Ric Flair, bro. My man, Railway, man. Good looking out, man. Railway, bro. Appreciate the love, my brother. Hold on, man. They try to roll me out, bro. See these internet agents, bro. They see that I'm hitting too many multi-streams right now. I'm hitting too many. They can't even take it. Doomatron activated. They was like, oh shit, we getting hit with too many streams from this guy. They try to take me out, y'all. Yeah, just like that, bro. But I came back. I shot back at him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. I'm back. Railway, yo, good looking out for the follow, for the subscribe, bro. Appreciate you, man. That's what I was trying to say before these internet agents try to duff me out. Let me see. Yeah, so we were saying, right, Jake Paul, bro. A lot of people would probably be like, oh, he was running. Yeah, bro, of course you're on the back foot. You got a huge dude. Some of y'all just don't make no sense, man. I don't get some of y'all, bro. What are you going to do if you got a giant dude who outweighs you by like 30, 40 pounds coming your way, bro? Built out of steel, looking like a fucking one of them statues and shit. Dude is fucking, and Anthony Joshua, bro, got a guy like that hawking you down, bro. It's. I don't think that's ever happened to many of y'all. To some of us probably, you know what I'm saying? They know, you know what it is. You got a big ass dude hawking you down, bro. You gotta be crafty. You got to be super crafty. You got to know that movement is going to get you there. Especially when you got that disadvantage like that. That's a lot, man. Shout out to Railway. He active right now in the chat. He says, to be fair, I thought Jake Paul would get stopped in 3 rounds. He lasted a lot longer than I expected. So credit due to him, right? That's right. Yeah, credit due, bro. See what I'm saying? Like, bro, imagine you would, like, who else is a youth? I mean, you see what happened to Andrew Tate, right? Andrew Tate was out there. You know, Andrew Tate, I like some of the stuff Andrew Tate says. Other stuff, he's a little bit all over the place. For most of the part, I respect the guy, right? There's a certain level of respect for what he tries to, influence into, many young men or whatnot. But he got his ass handled. You know what I'm saying? But I still like it, though, because he knew he was too old. And I'm not saying he's old. I'm just saying he's older. Chase Moore, he's a young gun, bro. He's got the youth, bro. It's not like that, bro. Listen, I feel like I could take on anybody. That's the confidence, backed up obviously by experience, knowledge, and all that other shit, right? But you're not always gonna be the top. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna be more on top, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ain't always gonna be the top dog. You gotta be wise to know that. And if you saw my man Tate went up against a guy like Chase DeMoor, which if you look at these records, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna share this with y'all because we could look at my man Andrew Tate. And, he fought. He's actually got a boxing record, right? He was a kickboxer. He was out there, instepping cats right to the nose. He was kicking. But, the boxing's crazy, bro, because you get limited weapons. You got two hammers. Kickboxing, you got the shovels. You know what I'm saying? Damn, imagine hit somebody with a shovel on the shin. Oh, that shit hurts. I used to be in MMA, too. I did MMA for 6 years. I loved it. I love the sport. I respect the sport. Let's see, where is it? All right, so let's get into Andrew Tate's. Excuse my slowness right here. Okay, that's not it. There we go. Yeah, let's get into talking about records, right? Because Andrew Tate. Let me see, Google Chrome. All right. Yo, Google Chrome has gotten real smart. Yo, every every software program has integrated AIs now. I mean, Google's obviously awesome, but Gemini be popping out of nowhere sometimes, kind of like, whoa, what up, Gemini? All right, here goes. Real quick, man, before I get into that, Railway. Shout out to the champ, Railway. It says, and in round 5, Jake Paul landed a clean shot on AJ. That's what I'm talking about. And we're going to get into that shot because that was probably the only shot. You feel me, Railway? If you're talking about that overhand right that usually knocks dudes out, he knocked Tyrone Woodley out with that one. He knocked, what was the other kid's name, man, that plays basketball? You know I'm terrible with the other sports, man. Shit. But you know what I'm talking about. That overhand right, bro. He hit AJ smooth, clean. Knocked the sweat off his head. You seen AJ just go, huh, huh. He looked like Jason. You ever seen Jason? You ever seen Jason get hit with everything, bro? He just look at you like Jason is the ultimate turn the cheek and keep coming at you. So you see what I'm saying, right? All right, you got top dog, top G. You know what I'm saying? Look at Andrew Tate, bro. My boy looked like somebody from X-Men and shit. I forgot who, though. So I'm trying to show you the record that I'm seeing here, right? Your boy fought. He's got 4, 3, and 3. You know what I mean? So he lost 3. Okay, unanimous decision. He fought these fights when, though? You know? I would like to see where he fought these fights. Let's see. This one was, 2011. Damn, that was top. Damn, this was back in the day. Oh, no, these are kickboxing. Come on now. It was all there. See, BoxRec has yeah. What the heck is MF? Kickboxing mother fudger? All right, this is his kickboxing record. But if you go to Chase DeMoor, right, and I'm gonna share Chase DeMoor's now then, because Chase DeMoor actually had boxing experience in the ring, and pretty sure it wasn't kickboxing. I didn't see that KB before, but you know, he still has competition level experience, obviously. But you look at Chase, right? And this is this is actual boxing in-ring experience. So it's safe to say that he had way more in-ring experience as far as boxing only than the top G, right? So, and you know, Chase is a lot younger. He's 29, bro. You know, he had a lot of ups on his side. And that's just the way, it is. Top G, you know. So, just like James, my man James, shout out to my man James in the building. I'm going to hit you with the gunshot to the Sarge. I mean, 2-gun salute for the Sarge. Shout out to James Campo. He's saying Top G and Jake Paul. I thought about that, but see, we're going to get into this talk, right? And why not? You pointed it out already. So we're jumping around, right? We're standing along the lines of what? Is Jake Paul the real deal? I feel like he's been the real deal. He's shown it. He's respected the sport. Now he took on a guy like Anthony Joshua, got his jaw broken, talking about he can't wait to fight next. So, and making money. You know what I mean, I don't know how much money it takes to fix your jaw, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be okay. Yeah, so you look at the records, Chase DeMoor had way more experience. Obviously, Anthony Joshua had way more experience, right? And, the guys that were supposed to lose lost. It was really no surprise for me at all, I'll be honest with you, I felt a little froggy, and I did try to bet on a group betting. Shout out to DraftKings. I tried to do some group betting, bro. Just to throw it in there a little bit. I'm like, ah. And my boy Jake just couldn't win a group of rounds. He couldn't win 1, 2, 3, 4, not even 5, 6, bro. No groups. Not 4, 5, nada. He didn't get nothing, bro. I was like, wow. I was like, damn, bro. I would have expected him to be on that bike enough for 2 rounds at least, bro. I don't know. I thought I would have saw it coming, but it didn't come. Obviously, the more probable thing happened, right? Which was total annihilation, heading towards Jake the entire fight. Railway says, I didn't see the Misfits event because it wasn't on the zone. Yeah, no. And honestly, like, to be fair, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Some of the, I don't know, some of the camera shots too, like during the press conferences and like, there was, I don't know, the production wasn't as good as some would. Like Jake's events, MVP, listen, and I give him mad props on that, on the promotional side. Like, that is such a great way to promote fights. You know what I mean? With all the pizzazz, the ladies all done up, makeup done, got the fashion. You saw the stages, the lift up with hydraulics. You got Anthony on one side, you got Jake on this side. You just got everything that's just fucking makes you look bomb, bro. You know? I love these MVP events, and they know how to do it, bro. They know how to do it. They know how to, make it an event. The whole boxing and, during, I guess, press conferences that we've been seeing. There's just a lot of evolution that's come along with guys like Jake Paul. You know what I mean? Give me 2 segundos while I take a sip, huh? Thank you very much, guys. Just need that. All right, so I wanted to get into a little bit of Anthony Joshua's, right? Anthony Joshua's record. It's very important we kind of break some of this down, and we can even get into clips, right, of what kind of winning was done in some of these fights that Joshua went up with some of these guys. But I just got curious, and I'm like, how many guys went to the 6th round, professional fighters, professional competitors along the road that have fought Anthony Joshua? How many guys got starts in under 6, right? So I was just going to take you guys down memory lane. That's all I'm going to do. And we're going to do it through the names, and then we're going to get into some of the fights because we need to figure this out, right? Like, my man Paulie, and we're going to put Paulie up there. Man, Paulie destroyed Jake. Said he was a running track star. I mean, what else are you going to do when you got some guy back? I would have debated Paulie a little bit. I might have to hit him up. Because I'm like, bro, what else are you going to do? You got a guy like Anthony Joshua coming at you. Like, what do you mean just go balls to the wall? Nah, my brother, this ain't bare knuckles, man. You ain't doing shit. What do you think is going to happen if you try to really fight this guy on the inside? See, bare knuckles, you could at least cut somebody, break a nose a little better, bone to bone, it hits different. You know what I mean? But nah, not boxing, bro. You gonna get hit with this big ass sandbag. Fucking hands. I remember somebody dabbed Anthony Joshua up at one of these like press conferences, or he was mobile, moving to place promoting the fight before it happened. And some guy dabbed him up. He was like, "Damn, that's a heavy ass hand, bro." Guys got super. You ever seen Anthony Joshua's hands? If you ever seen a boxer's hands, bro, you start to see, and especially if they. If they've had those injuries, the hands look crazy. I've only had 1/5 metacarpal fracture right here. I punched somebody in the head, in my youth and shit. I got into a fight and shit, punched the guy in the head. And it was bad because I only ended up with one hand in a fight. So not a good idea to be bare knuckle fighting out there either, because you could break your hand, end up with one hand, and then you're screwed getting your ass kicked, right? Unless you know how to kick. But let me share my screen. I'm going to go ahead and put this box rec up, right, so we can see this shit together. But I want to show you guys how many guys, if Jake Paul is so bad, right, so bad, right, here we go. All right, so, all right, just want to make sure, let me see. Yeah, just want to make sure everybody's getting a good preview. My man Railway said, I can only think of 3, I think. Bro, look. I'm about to show you. Now. All right. We're going to start right from the beginning. Emmanuel Leo, first round TKO. Emmanuel Leo at that time, 8-0, right? So we're talking about a guy that, he had fought. This is, remember, Anthony Joshua, 29-4, 26 KOs. This is the guy that's KOing cats. We're taking it back to 2013, fresh at the O2 Arena. All right, and we ain't gonna put too much stake on him, obviously, because these are the first guys he was fighting. They weren't the best. Remember, they're just still trying to bring a potential superstar up. But you still gotta say, 8-0 fighter, knocked out first round. Paul Butlin, knocked out second round. All right? This is still 6-round fights. They don't make it to the 6th round. All right? Hervaja Kisiek. Don't even know who my man's is, right? But you see the record. The records are like journeyman, bringing them along. But they ain't make it. Dorian Darch, he got starched. 2nd round. Look how many guys ain't make it past the 6 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 9. All right. Dennis Baklov. Or what's his name? Bakatov. Look at that. 2nd round. Bro, where am I at? It's going to be too many. I'm going to have to keep count. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 6, 7, 8. I don't even know who this guy is. Konstantin what? IRH. 10. Bro, if I counted them wrong, please tell me, all right? God, I hope I don't need glasses. I'm going to have to get those Lucic glasses that help you, like, exercise your eyeballs. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Michael Sprott, 1st round, starched. Jason Gavin, 3rd round, starched. All right? Look how much experience this guy, Michael Sprout, had. All right? My man looked like Return of the Mac. But still, that's 44-22. That's 64 fights. You kidding me, dog? I don't care how many times you lost. That's experience. Knocked him out. 1st roundage. Boy came in there to collect a check and a shot of tequila. He was out the door. Jason Gavin, 3rd round. Rafael Zumbano, all right? 36-10-1. We could go back. Listen, you could actually point one of these out, and I'd be more than happy to, like, put them up. There's just so many. I thought there was going to be less than this, all right? I was going to do this live with you. Well, I am doing it live with you guys. But when I checked it out, I'm like, it's going to be a couple. Who made it? Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson. Come on, champ. I know y'all know the name. I know you know the name. Kevin Johnson is a name. So when you start to tell me that, like, oh, Jake ain't shit, he a joke, he this, that, and the third, look what happened, champ. Gary Cornish, 21-0, got starched 1st round. I can't even, bro, nobody has made it. Since all these that I've been counting, none of them has even made it. We're getting to Dillian White. Dillian White is the first guy that makes it to the 7th round and then gets TKO'd. Then after that, you got my man Charles Martin. Stop playing with me. Charles Martin gets starched in the 2nd round. This is heavyweight boxing. What do you mean you want me to run up on Anthony Joshua and fight and get knocked out? Come on, champ. You can't be doing that. I ain't running up on Anthony Joshua. Nah, I'm going to go ahead and do what Jake was trying to do. Trying to be smart. Maybe an overhand right. You know what I'm saying? That was the only punch that he probably had that could save him. And when he hit Anthony Joshua with it, and I think Railway said it in the 5th round, he ate it. Put some salt and pepper in there. Anthony Joshua had that, like, give me some tea, because that was a crumpet. Crazy, bro. Dillian White, 7th round. Charles Martin, 2nd round. Dominic Brazil, remember, and you talking about champions, guys that we respect. Dillian White and Dominic Brazil, it's only one more round. Come on, champ. My man Eric Molina, bro, the drummer boy. Shout out to Eric Molina, bro. My man E ain't even make it out the 3rd round. Got crushed. All right, so yeah. And you probably gonna say, yeah, he ain't getting knocked out because he was running. Yeah, he was, bro. But it wasn't like he was just running. He was trying to do something, but it's just he wasn't ready for that type of action, bro. Like if you tell me like, yo, he was overwhelmed, of course he was. Of course he was. I'll agree with you all day. But to say that he was just there like, not trying to do nothing, nah, bro. It was just a whole new level he was experiencing. Something that a lot, man, like 99.9% of y'all never experienced that type of pressure, bro. Especially in a competitive sport. Klitschko, 11th round. Carlos Takam, 10. All right, this is when we start to see some of these guys kind of, 7-7, 12, 9, 12. All right. Obviously, the competition got a little heavy. But look at Otto Wallen. Made it to the 5th round. And you already know what happened to Francis. Bro got duffed in the 2nd. Call him Lord Duffington. Right in the 2nd. Ghana wasn't ready. Daniel Dubois, of course, KO'd my boy Anthony. And then Jake Paul. Boom. All right. Let's just give you a little perspective of what you might say. It's like, oh, he's lucky. Of course he was lucky, bro, to make it to the 6th round, bro. Guy's been boxing for 5 years, 6 years. And y'all still questioning the guy. If he's the real deal, if he's a joke. If y'all still doing that, if you guys are still, then y'all just haters, bro. Because in all reality, we know what he did. What he did was crazy. Look at your boy right there. Matter of fact, and I'm going to bring up some of the highlights, matter of fact, because, I've all the highlights. I think Jake had one highlight, which was the that overhand right. I didn't see anything else, and I wanted to do a rewatch, right? I don't know if we could actually do it right now. It's a 6-rounder, so if you guys are down, I'm super down. But I'm gonna show you guys the highlights, and we're gonna just go through them a little bit, and we're gonna chop it up, man. We're gonna just be fucking honest. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be honest about what was done in that ring. All this whole script, it's a script. It's scripted. Like, we gotta just kind of get past that now because we got a broken jaw on scene, champ. All right. We got a broken jaw on scene. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can play a little bit of it. Let's see.
The other guarding legacy. Round 1 and Jake Paul.
Look at that.
On the move. Hey, Joshua, just
So you're telling me that what Jake Paul's doing right now ain't official? You're going to tell me that what Jake Paul's doing right now is not what he's supposed to be doing? Like, that's exactly what Jake's supposed to be doing, moving from side to side, trying to discalibrate Anthony Joshua's come forward, style. And, that's what you got to do when you got a guy that's, that is bringing the heat, If you're going to stand and fight, obviously you're going to stand and fight. But it's got to be in pockets, man. You can't just sit there. Look at your boys. Bro, come on. Look at your boys' arms, champ. Your boy's arms is crazy. Look at this shit right here. There you go. Now you guys see my mouse. For all those that are not seeing me visual, and they're just on sound, I'm just looking at the shoulders right now. I'm putting the cursor on the shoulders of Anthony Joshua. Look at them shoulders, bro, compared to this guy. You know what I mean? Look at the level of focus in those eyes. He's going in for the kill, bro. He's going in for the kill, and it's a real big guy. He's very intimidating, obviously. And if you haven't fought enough, man, that shit'll impress you to the point where it'll just work against you. Also, it's a crazy feeling, man. It's not like you could pull out a weapon on this guy. No, there's nothing stopping this guy. This guy's coming at you full force. You agreed to it. You about to take this ass whooping. That's what it is, bro. Let's keep playing this, man. Ooh. See that first right hand to the chest? I think it hit him in the shoulder or the chest. Automatically he felt the power. Look. Right hand to the body by Jake. You gonna tell me? I don't care how much Eddie too was trying to like downplay the shit. Come on, don't downplay the shit. Like he touched Anthony Joshua a couple of times. He ain't got the power. He ain't got the power to knock Anthony Joshua out. He don't. See, man, a lot of guys, you know, when they saw Andy Ruiz do what he did, they automatically put themselves. Everybody that was a chubby guy, including myself, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a little something too. Everybody that was chubby and regular, all of a sudden thought they could knock out everybody. Yeah, when we saw Andy knock out Anthony Joshua, bro, it was like a whole year of like, yo, it's okay to eat Doritos all day and shit. Everybody was happy, like, yo, Andy's a champ. Man, he knocked him out. Look, this is what a real champ looks like. Bro, but Andy's a special kind of kid, bro. I mean, I call him kid because it was back then, but like, I mean, man, it's a special type of dude, bro. Andy, first of all, he's got fast twitch muscles under all that fat. He's fast, bro. He's super fast. And his build, bro, it's not to compare him like Butterbean, but when you used to see Butterbean knocking guys out, it wasn't because it was all technique, right? Andy, the difference, right? He has the technique and the mass behind his punches. And when he hits you, bro, it's thudding power. I don't know if you guys know what thudding is. If you ever see a guy in the gym, right, and you see guys pat 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 pat, and then pat pat pat, you hear the sound on the back, pat 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 pat. That's all right, you know. It's all good. It's all good. But if you ever hear somebody on the back and ta 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 ta, doom, 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 you start to hear that shit, bro. That's that thudding power. You know what I mean? That George Foreman shit. It's a different type of power. I'm going into a rant, though. Let me get you guys back on. This is just the second round at this point. Look. Side to side, Jake. Side to side. Look, he just got hit in the shoulder again. I know his shoulder was hurting after that. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, he was hitting them with some body work, too. Oh. Wait a minute. We got to see what that jab is looking like. Hold on. He hit him with a nice jab. Watch the jab. Oh, he hit him with a nice jab. So this was another punch, right, that I was impressed with. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that, you know, he practiced it a lot in camp, you know. When you got a tall guy, you know, you can dip down low but throw your jab up high, and it creates a sense of, you know, someone going to the body, but they bring the jab up instead, you know. So things that you work on for taller guys, right? The overhand right, you know what I mean? You work on that for tall guys. You got to know how to set it up, though. I don't think Jake set it up. He might have set it up with the jab to the body and then the overhand right, but I can't remember. But those punches, you got to know how to set up, man, because you don't want to give them away. Those are supposed to be punches that you don't see so that you can knock the person out. You know what I mean? If the person sees it, it's just going to look so lazy and so slow coming their way, like you might get hurt. You know what I mean? It's got to be something that you distract them with first. But this jab, loved it. You know, I know Anthony didn't like it. There we go. Boom. Look at this. Caught him. Look at that. And again, he's on his taekwondo feet. He's light on his feet. Look at Jake. Look. Right there again. Jab to the body, overhand right. This is the thing, though. I don't know. Listen to me, man. Everybody coaches different. I never trash talk about anybody's coaching, right? But there's just certain scenarios that you got to really plan for. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to do that jab to the body and that overhand right, bro, you got to create a lot of other distractions before you actually throw that. Because a jab to the body ain't enough distraction for a guy like Anthony Joshua. Ain't enough distraction for the type of experience that he has. You need to set it up with a couple of more things in there. You know what I mean? whether it be getting on the inside, throwing a rapid fire hooks just to like kind of throw away some punches, and then throwing the overhand right. But it's gotta look different. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you ain't winning you ain't beating Anthony Joshua with no stick game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got that jab just a little while ago, the one we showed, going up, but that was set up proper, right? Anthony thought he was going low, he took it high. But you got to know how to set that up, man. You got to know how to set up certain shots and create that distraction for that overhand right, because the stick game right here, clearly the person with the reach advantage is Anthony Joshua. He was never going to win that game. Look. And I don't know what it was, man. At times I felt like Jake Paul just got under too much. Like, he would really go under, bro. Like, it was crazy. He would go, like, he was trying to tackle him. I didn't get it. But you just, I started to think, like, damn, already? Fatigue in the legs. Look. Nice jab to the stomach. Look, left hook to the face by Jake. See, man, y'all not respecting, bro. A lot of y'all talking a lot of shit. Y'all was watching the fight with a lot of emotions. Some of y'all was watching this fight with a lot of emotions. Look. Yo, and Anthony Joshua, bro, a lot of illegal shit, bro. You're not supposed to catch somebody with a 4-piece while he's on his knees. What kind of shit is that? That shit's crazy. The way, bro, the way he just caught Jake with like a 4-piece. Come on, y'all. It's not even right, man. But y'all didn't even flinch on that. Y'all didn't even say, hey, look what Anthony Joshua was doing. Some of you guys were just waiting for Jakey to get laced up. Some of y'all couldn't wait to see Jake get laced. He ain't get knocked out, though. He ain't get knocked out. That's for sure. Let me see if I got anything going on here. No people found. I want to show you. I mean, because you guys can be really cruel, too. And I'm going to get... let me come back to this real quick. Because some of y'all could be really, really cruel, too, bro. Matter of fact, where am I? There we go. Some of y'all could be really cruel when it comes to the meme making. I seen some memes, bro. I'm gonna show y'all too, cause shit is funny. Shit is funny, but wow. Where's my thought I had my airdrop on. I guess not. There we go. Oh, okay. I didn't have. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to airdrop the photos so I can show you, because I just didn't want to go from account to account looking for them for you. So I actually had them here, and let's see if maybe I can airdrop them. If not, then I guess I'll just show them to you some other time. Let's see. Okay. Guess not. Okay. Looks like I'm not available. All right. Thought I was. But I don't know what's going on. Oh, because okay. All right, guys. When you're on this streaming stuff, there's always like little nuances, right? Production is crazy. Oh, speaking of production, man, make sure you guys go check out The Last Stand podcast. The Last Stand podcast is on all platforms as well. It's The Last Stand podcast with Brian Custard. There they go. All right, I got you guys the photos. The Last Stand podcast with Brian Custard. The Richardson Hitchens interview just dropped today at 9 a.m. So if you didn't catch it, go ahead and check it out. That is The Last Stand with Brian Custard on all platforms. Make sure you follow them on IG as well and all the other social media platforms. I've been privileged to work alongside Brian as the executive producer of the program. So I'm very, very excited to be working with him, and tell you, bro, his interviewing is amazing. So go check it out. If you only can check them out on sound, make sure you check them out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Deezer, Podcast Addict, and all the other audio platforms. All right. Show some love, show some support. Much appreciated. Always. Okay, let's see. Matter of fact, I didn't tap in with my ex fam today to see, that my ex fam's been really riding for me lately. Appreciate them. Was actually on there today, giving some a little bit of extra content on the boxing side. There we go. Let's see. Oh, snap. Looks like X didn't go live. Wow. What happened with X? That's strange. Looks like X didn't go live either. Oh, no. An error occurred. I wonder what happened. Okay. All right, looks like X was X'd out. Shit. All right, I'll take it out. All right, so I guess we did not stream on X. So, shout out to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, IG, and Kick, to all the subscribers that have come along and are helping those platforms grow. Appreciate you guys. I do my thing dolo. I'm trying to grow the community, and I'm also assigning more moderators. And if anybody's interested in being a part of the team on the ground floor, we're going to get up to those numbers. And when we do, you'll be alongside with us. And maybe you want to start here on the ground floor with us and maybe handle maybe the X Spaces or the Discord, or maybe you're, wanting to see what it takes, right, to be a podcaster in all facets. You go ahead and reach out to me, and maybe we can bring you along on the team. All right, guys. So, yeah, going back to Jake Paul, and I'm going to show you the pictures. Shit is crazy. All right, let's see. I'm going to share an image. There we go. I'm going to share this one. Look at this one. This one. This one was hilarious, bro. This one had me dying, bro. Because you see how funny, bro. How funny. AJ was laughing like he saw this right hand landing and breaking his jaw like it was nothing. He was like, bro, this guy doesn't even know what's about to happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a sense of like, I guess, you don't want to pick at the fucking bear. You don't want to poke the bear before you get in there and fight him, bro. You're in AJ's face at the weigh-ins, putting your left fist all in his face. And AJ, such a classy dude, bro. It's like, don't touch my face. I'm warning you. Don't touch my face. I'm like, bro, this guy's like, you know what I'm saying? He's all gentleman at the press conference, but you see that shit went out the window. You see that right hand? Why, yeah, yeah, man. Shout out to Jake for taking that. Look at Jake's gloves, right? It's funny as hell, right? Because Jake's got the gloves with the fire. And all I can say is like, damn, he felt the fire. And we got more. Let's share another one. Take this one out. This one was pretty hilarious too. I mean, they were all pretty hilarious, obviously. Where is it? Remove that one from studio. He took that right hand like a champ, though, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, that was a hard hit. He took it like a champ, though, but he looked sad afterwards. And it's almost like he saw his demise coming through, right? And it was also, I think, that he experienced some fatigue. And be honest with you, bro, I'm pretty sure Jake Paul was in phenomenal shape. It's not the type, see, you guys think that it's not all physical, right? When it comes to you being drained. Like, your mental can really drain your physical. So when you got a guy that's really on you, and you're seeing, it's like Anthony was saying in those face-offs and those interviews where like, yo, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna take your soul. And I usually know when a guy's about the frequency starts tweaking out. This is what he was talking about right here. This frequency, right? See the face? It's like, oh man. And I know you guys saw, and we're gonna go back to the highlights. I know you saw Jake Paul also mess up his ankle. You know, it looked crazy. I don't know how he did it, but you know, he looked like he messed his ankle up, and that was another way. He could have went out that way too. He could have easily just started limping and said, "That's it." But I know there was something inside him that told him, "Don't be a bitch." And something inside Jake told him, "Don't be a bitch," and he ain't take the ankle way out. So I'm gonna give him props for that. Cause let me tell you, I seen guys quit. I know when guys are looking for a way out. Everything that AJ was, I see it. I know when guys are looking for a way out, champ. And your boy for a second had me. I'm like, damn, Jake, you about to take the ankle way out? Damn, he made you scream ankle. I really thought he was gonna take the ankle right out, but he didn't. And he had to take that right hand. That right hand, dog, like a gong. Rung him. I know Jake saw that right hand and he was like, Jake, you had it, bro. But what they told you many times is to keep them hands up, bro. I don't know what you had going. Like you was trying to Mayweather a right hand from a heavyweight. Who you thought you was in there with? I don't know if any of those guys that you brought in for sparring was giving you advice like that. You know what I mean? There was no way in heck. You ain't even have the high ground to be using a Philly shell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Usually if you're a little taller too, like, or at least the same height, you could fuck with the Philly shell. But like, if the guy's way bigger than you, what the fuck you trying to Philly? He's coming down on you with punches, bro. You getting laced. At that, you got to do it's a different game plan. You got to bring the Doomatron on, champ. You know what I mean? You got to bring him on. But all jokes aside, you know, everybody had something to say, but ain't nobody doing what the kid did. He went in there. He showed guts. He caught Anthony Joshua with a few punches that meant something, you know. Look at your man, Luna. I think this guy's famous. I know you guys know this guy, Luna Toon Boxing. And he's got Jake Paul with plates, clown, and doing all this other stuff. I don't know what was the point of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was the point of the plates. He's calling him a clown. I don't know if Luna been in the boxing ring. I don't know if he's ever fought. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no clown shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to sell the fight. This man's coming off of some different shit. He ain't come through the amateurs. He's literally living off of believing in himself. So, I'm going to take this shit. I ain't really like that shit. It's whatever to me. Everybody want to say they know what it feels like. You ain't never got hit with that right hand, champ. Never. There we go. This one was disrespectful, bro. Oh, man. This one right here. This one was so disrespectful, bro. That's crazy. Damn. And this is what I didn't get. Like, you see, Jake, I didn't understand what was going on with Jakey, bro. I didn't understand, like, what he, like, it was so much. I think he was thinking about quitting so many times. And shout out to Polymarket, too. I don't know who or what Polymarket is, but they had Anthony Joshua, you know, chained up, you know. They had him. They definitely was a big, huge part of the sponsorship. And if you can see Logan Paul right there, too. What a picture, man. Whoever caught this one was on point. You got Logan Paul right there looking towards the ring. I don't even know if he was looking at his brother. He couldn't even look at him. And Anthony Joshua was praying over him. Huh? He's praying over him. He's literally got his left glove on top of Jake's head. Jake's literally hugging him with the left hand, and the right hand is hugging the bottom left ankle of Anthony Joshua. It's like he's begging him, like, Massey, please, Massey. Oh man, I think I'm playing into these meme pictures a little too hard, man. Again, I'm on Jake's side. I'm just saying that, yo, the internet is fucking champ, bro. The internet is the champ. Can't get away from this one because that was a bad one. And I think that was it, right? And I think I had. Oh no, there was just so many. There was just so many. I think this one's worth, I guess, showing these two. This is again when Anthony Joshua just had that right hand. You know, he jabbed him to the body, and this was so like, how can I say this? Like, this was so textbook the way Anthony Joshua did this to Jake Paul. You guys saw, and if you remember, he took the jab to the body. Now listen, when you got somebody against the ropes, preferably in the corner, that's when you really got him. But when you got him in the corner and the fighter's back is on those ropes or preferably on that corner, when you jab him to the body, what you're doing is pinning him. You slightly pinning him real quick. And then when you take that right hand and you bring it over the top, it's murder she wrote. It's night, let's go to sleep. And that's exactly what he did to him. And you know, my boy looked sad, man. He knew what was coming. That right hand he was like, oh. He was like, oh no. Shit was bad. But again, shout out to Jake, bro. He still lasted 6 rounds, more than half of the opponents that Anthony Joshua fought. He made it past those rounds that these other professional fighters, and some of them with decent records, couldn't muster up to do. So, you know, and then this right hand, right? This was very, you know, this was notable, right? You know, the whole slideshow has been making fun of Jake Paul, but look at this one. This was the right hand, and yo, Railway, I don't know if this is the right hand that you were talking about, right? The right hand that you were talking about, the 5th round, man. I think it was. But this right hand right here was a solid shot. It was a solid shot. And honestly, you know, sometimes I think, you know, guys that have that one-hitter quitter, or they maybe get some success with the one-hitter quitter, they fall in love with it. And what I mean by that is that, like, they'll throw that one shot, and if they land it, they were so invested in that shot that, like, there's no, like, follow-up shot. There's just nothing else. There was just that shot, and it was like, oh, I didn't do it, and that's it. Like, nah, dude, you hit him with the right. If he ain't automatic, if his soul ain't leave his body automatically, you bringing that other one right over the top, bro, because guys will take your shot, bro. He took the shot pretty well. And as a matter of fact, if we go back to the whatchamacallit, if we go back to the highlights, right? Let me see. If we go back to the highlights, you'll see that your boy was let me see. Boop. There we go. Let's bring it up. There we go. All right, you see it? That was crazy right there. See, that was illegal. Again, with an overhand right. Only this time, you see that Anthony Joshua blocked it. Anthony Joshua was not having that. He was not having it. Let's do it. Look. Yeah, he took it, and then he took a little knee. But, yeah, it just looked like, you know, I know you guys remember Vladimir Klitschko and the way he used to love kind of blanketing his opponents, you know, putting all his weight on them and, you know, draining the shit out of it. I used to call it the Klitschko blanket. He would just drain guys, you know. Give me a sec. Let me drink a little side here. Thank you. Yeah, the Klitschko blanket. And I think that extra 30, 40 pounds was a lot. Look at Jake. Look, a left hook by Jake, double body shot by Anthony. Yo, Jake threw that overhand right so many times trying to get that punch. And that's the thing. I think that after like the fourth time of throwing that shot, landing it one solid, landing it on the glove, missing it, he already knew, bro. He banked on that one shot, and it didn't come through. And when you don't have a game plan to back anything else up behind a punch, like one punch, if you don't got a game plan, bro, it's so draining mentally. Like, it's just like you don't got no plan against this dude. This dude got everything coming at you, and you got no plan. You invested in that right hand. That's all you had, and that's it, bro. This is what happens. Again, this is Jake Paul, 5 years. We're not talking about a professional fighter that came from the amateurs. Like, still Jake Paul, guys. You know, doing it. Look at him. Look at him. Yo, he said, what the hell? Nice little body shot. Pushing him down. See that overhand right again? Overhand right again. Look. Boom. Yeah, he's starting to feel that pain, bro. You start to feel those shots, man, and you're feeling the weight behind the punches, the way Anthony Joshua was throwing them especially. Yeah. 6th round. This is it right here, guys. He already had his number right here. At this point right here, he already had his number. He knew it was just a matter of time. Look at Jake Paul. No, he's done. And I think that maybe by this time he had his, he had rolled his ankle too. So give him credit for that. Instagram has disconnected the stream. Yo, Instagram, damn, man. Instagram only gives you an hour. So shout out to Instagram. All right. All right, we sitting bold right now. We got the 5 horsemen right now. Facebook, YouTube. Shout out to both our channels too. Alex Doomsday Linus, obviously that's the personal vlogging channel. I'll be putting up stuff there soon, guys. So make sure you stay tapped in. But yeah, Twitch and Kick. Shout out to Twitch and Kick. Let's keep this moving, right? There we go. Nah, is it Jake Paul? Jake Paul. Look. Sticking his tongue out. Yo. Jake Paul, bro. Damn, bro. You just got to give it to him anyway, bro. Yo, he took his ass whooping like a man, dog. He took his ass whooping like a man. That's crazy. Bro, after he did that tongue shit, I know you've seen his facial expression. He's like, bro, this guy's ready to kill me. Like, I'm ready to die. when he said that shit in the follow-up to this fight at the press conferences, bro, he meant that shit. It's, bro, you could get killed in here, bro. It's a dangerous game. It's dangerous. Look at this. It's coming. It's coming right now. Look. He's trying to jump. He can't. Oh, man. Anthony Joshua was purposely punching him on the arms, too. He's beating his body up, bro. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. Look at that. Right hand. Hasta la vista. Wow, bro. Face was like, look, boom. All right, let's get out of here. That's what that was the highlights, man. Again, Jake Paul didn't win much, but like again, guys, you guys got to put things in perspective, bro. All right. If any of you guys really thought that Jake Paul was gonna go in there and just have this magic win, at most, I'm like, yo, he'll win a few rounds, like win them, you know what I mean? But, we got to be fair, we got to be fair with what the circumstances is, what the situation really is. Yeah, I didn't really think Anthony Joshua was going to get in there and get starched. Come on, champs. But that's the thing. When y'all start saying, oh, it happened here and he did this to him, so he's going to do this to him, bro. If it was like that, bro, it'd be a lot more successful people and shit. Everybody's unique, man. Andy Ruiz, unique. Usyk, unique. We're talking about him losing to the top fighters. You stepping in there thinking you're going to do some shit? Nah. No way. Not happening, champs. again, man, shout out to everybody that's been tapping in with us, man, across the platforms. Appreciate you guys. Always, down to come on and kick it with y'all. I've been actually, trying to come on as much as possible now, obviously. Ending the year on a good note. And we'll start January on the top note. We didn't talk about Andrew Tate and Chase DeMoor, but what can we really say, right? Again, Chase had the overall, the more experience, the youth. He just had more active. He had all the ups, man. So shout out to the Top G, man, for still stepping in there and being humble with it afterwards. Top G looks like a cool-ass dude at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Heavy lies the crown. You know what I'm saying? When you are on the top positions, perception's a little sometimes off from people, but Dumatron always kind of snipes him out. But dude plays chess. I like chess, fast thinking and all that shit. But Top G took it good, wasn't bad mouthing anything against Chase Moore. Let me see if there's anything else. I thought I saw something. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I don't know if Andrew Tate comes back. I think he bought into Misfits Boxing. I think he's the president or something, which would be dope. Because I think that, as far as business, especially in the sense of fighting a guy that gets in there and fights. I mean, you see Jake Paul, he's a promoter and a fighter. You ain't getting that. That's a special combination, and that's like double the workload, and that's a lot. And if you guys are not going to give Jake Paul any credit against Anthony Joshua at all, at least give him the credit, bro, of what he's doing. A fighter, promoter, a builder, social media star, and all this is being applied to our sport. So shout out to you, Jake, from Alex Doomsday Lion is here at the Boxing Biz. I think what? You're the real deal, champ. You are the real deal. Took that ass whooping like a grown ass man, Shit. I remember that. Who the fuck? I forget my man's name, man. That the fighter showed up to the fight, got in the ring, and then when the bell rung, he walked out. That really happens, y'all. People will leave the ring, bro, because it's like, yo, I'm not dying. You know what I'm saying? Heart beating fast as hell. Making your way into that ring. You see that big ass fucking Anthony Joshua there, ready to take you out. I'm telling you, shit's crazy, bro. Gotta give respect, man. Make your way to the gym, guys. Don't end the year on a bad note, man. You know how we get down over here, man. We want to make sure everybody stays healthy. If you want to do it through the sport of boxing, man, it's a good way to do it. Boxing gyms are very friendly, contrary to some people's thoughts, and it's a fun way to get in shape, right? I love to run too, but the knees, you got to take care of the knees. So I'd rather just punch the bag, get these brickolas over here a little more solid and lose the weight. Let me see if we got anything else. Yeah, man, I think Jake Paul, Andrew Tate, that's pretty much it. I know we could have gotten into the actual card, but I think that more than anything, I think I'll just, I guess give you my take on what I thought with some of the fights that I did catch. And, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul obviously was probably like the fight that we all really wanted to see. But again, women's boxing is just in a great position with MVP and the way they've come about. Alicia Baumgartner and Leila Boudin did the 12 rounds, 3 minutes, did it like the dudes. I ain't seen none of these girls gassing. I mean, I was impressed with Alicia's boxing. And I think that with this time change, we're actually going to see the females or giving them the opportunity to showcase more skills. Because usually, they have 2-minute rounds, and I think that just kind of correlates with some of the amateur style fighting, right? You got 2 minutes, you're trying to, go fast paced, you're trying to cause damage as quick as possible. And I think that some of the styles can be kind of not hindered, but there's some people that could show more skill, but they take more risks in a sense because they have to get those punches in there, right? So I think we're going to see a lot of styles kind of mesh into this time limit very well, and then others are just going to, I guess we'll see some that are not going to be able to handle it. Cardio got to be up. That's a must. Alicia Bumgarner. Who else did we see? Sharnika Johnson retains it. Right. I think she caused some damage to the eyeball. But did her thing. I like her style of fighting. I like her attitude towards fighting. You never think that she's that type of fighter, but she is. Caroline Dubois. Now, come on now. She was talking her ish. You know, Alicia was calling her a little pup. But that pup got bite. So she's coming. She impressed me. I like what she did with Camila Panata. Avius Gribbin gets that KO'age. That was a quick one. DeMoor Harvey. I like DeMoor Harvey. Again, you know, you're getting introduced into the professional style. You know, you ain't going to get these spectacular wins all the time, especially when you're being introduced. You know, there's a lot of pressure, too, sometimes on fighters coming into the pro ranks. Like, oh, you got to get a knockout. You ain't got to do it. Just look good. You know, do your thing. Box. Fight your fight. You know what I mean? No pressure on that. And knockouts always come. But I like what I saw from excuse my mind fled. Yeah, I like what I saw from Harvey. And Kevin was coming at him. Anderson Silva versus Tyrone Woodley. Oh man. You gotta understand, bro. You know, Anderson Silva is a whole nother monster. Like, bro, touch your toe, toma, uppercut to the face, bro. Fancy. Yo, I for a second thought that Anderson lost his mind and was going for a knee. I'm like, what? It was so fast, so smooth. Shout out to Anderson Silva, bro. Still the GOAT. Hit your boy with a shot. Put him down. And I didn't see the Keno Marley and yeah, that's it. That's some of the fights. And again, I didn't even get to see my man Tate's whole card. You know what I'm saying? But again, I had to mention Tate alongside with the actual main topic today. Yeah, guys, man, I do appreciate you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get going. It's 10:30. Got to get ready for tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow morning I can come along with a morning episode for you guys. All right, I'll try to think something up. If you want, you can also leave something in the comments if there's any topics that interest you. We also have a community page that's opened. You can leave some comments there. All right. God bless. Appreciate everybody that taps in with me. Again, we're trying to grow this community, man. My name is Alex Doomsday Linus. I've been doing this for like 10 years, 12 years. And I've been on multiple podcasts. I've been on The Boxing Voice for a long time. And I am now currently working with The Last Stand with Brian Custard. Shout out to my man Brian. Go check out The Last Stand. We dropped the Richardson Hitchens interview, and it's fire. Shout out to Richardson. Classy dude. Met him way back at Brooklyn Boxing, Brooklyn Cops and Kids Boxing Gym. Shout out to the whole Sosa crew. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and everybody else. Make sure you check us out on Sound, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Spotify, and all your other audio platforms. This is Alex Doomsday Linus, Doomatron.
Doomatron activated.
Doomatron was activated, but I'm deactivated. So let's go, champs. You have a blessed night.
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.